Good morning. Very warm welcome. Bit of redistribution there to make sure the colour scheme's correct.
Exactly, bit of contrast.
When did Malcolm ever really worry about that? But still,
It's good. It's good. There's
this was the
progress.
first time and
So-
the last time.
It's Malcolm, it's Michael, it's Alison.
And the jingle.
Double jingle.
Excellent. So just to explain that reference to the last time, because I'm flying to England today, so I'm not here for the rest of the week. So,
And then next Tuesday will be our last morning prayer. Our
So
last,
we went-
our last sort of service at St Andrews, yeah.
very sad,
Yeah.
but every end is the beginning.
But
So-
interesting, the readings had something on that one as well, New Beginnings.
that's
Did
interesting.
they, was it in Ezra? Because
In
I'm
the
finding it
Ezra.
very difficult to read.
Ezra chapter 3.
Tongue twisters.
Wow,
Same
yeah.
Romans.
And
Well
just
done with all the words, the names.
setting up the
Building the temple.
building of the temple again. Yeah. Who
And
was
the
Ezra?
amazing. Oh, hello, Dan. Nice
Dan,
to
Oh,
see
good morning. Something.
How amazing on the last day that we're doing this,
Oh.
the very person that actually thought of this,
Yes.
is here with us.
Yeah.
That's amazing, because I'm flying to England, so it's the last day Mark and I will be together. Oh, great.
Oh, I wish I was there.
I
You
wish
really
you were here.
Yeah.
We hope we don't make a dog's dinner of this.
Whoops.
So it's funny because you picked up the New Beginnings thing.
Yeah, well, it's at the end. But, well, first of all, there's all that great sense of worship, that great sense
Yes.
of joy.
Great shouts. I love the shout.
Great
thing.
shout.
At the end there, wasn't
And
it?
some of it was a weeping shout, and some was a joy shout.
And
Is
the
that
triple
right?
shout sort of was over all the people who were weeping. So
I
it
do.
was so loud.
One of my more embarrassing moments at theological college when I was a young theological student was that we all occasionally had to lead morning prayer. And I'd read all these things about festival shouts, and I thought, why don't we do that in morning prayer? And sort of at 8 o'clock in the morning, with a group of very disgruntled students, doesn't always work.
No.
I love the spirit of it, Mary, so let's give it a go. Let's try.
But the thing that struck me here is that the old people who had seen the first house on its foundations, that's amazing, they must have been at least 70 years old.
Right.
Gosh, they had seen so much. They had seen the old temple, they'd been taken into exile, or maybe they'd stayed there.
Yeah.
Right.
They must have stayed there, and they saw this new temple, and they wept, and I wondered why they wept.
Yeah.
And I suspect it was because it brought back memories of the old times, the pain of the people, because that was a devastation when the temple
And
was
people being
destroyed.
taken away into captivity.
Yeah. But maybe also there was a joy in weeping as well.
Right, I was wondering that.
Well,
whether
this
it
is
was
sort of a new
A relief.
beginning, that's something that God is there again.
amazing. And look, there's also a lot of, it's mentioned a lot about the foundation stone, because we have that repeating in both readings, don't we? We have the foundation stone here of the
Yes.
temple. But then the foundation stone, interestingly, in Romans, actually being a tripping.
Yes.
You can actually
Because
trip
of
over
Jesus.
there. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Because if you're stuck in the law,
Yeah.
I guess we'll come to that in
Exactly.
Romans. Too much.
And this just little bit here, he is good, his steadfast love endures forever. That's repeated again and again, isn't it, in some of the Psalms?
Oh.
Yes, yeah.
You get this,
yeah.
don't you? That's this great, I should get probably where they got it from. But yeah.
I know some people complain about, some of the more modern songs and saying, oh, well, they keep on repeating things, which I sometimes say, well, maybe we should read the Psalms.
But is that the point?
They do repeat things, that's the point, it gets into you.
Into your,
And that's how you remember, that's how we learn languages, isn't it? Ultimately, we always repeat stuff, don't we?
And Ezra, Romans 9.
Romans I've been doing a lot of Romans reading recently in morning prayer, and it's full of these very complicated, tongue twisty sorts of.
yes, these sentences.
Yeah. So why then does he still find fault for who can? The various bits at the beginning here. The one who's moulded. Will what is moulded say to the one who moulds it?
Yes.
Because what he's been saying is that God is the one who chooses what the vessel is going to be. And so you say, well, if God's already destined me for one thing or the other, how can he find any blame in me?
Right.
Because it's all God's thing. And Paul says, no, first of all, God has the freedom to do that. But also there is a responsibility as well.
Because that's a good point, is that there is this thing, because he's made us vessels, but some vessels which were made for destruction. Is that right? Is it geological? How does that work?
Well, beyond our logic, really.
Okay.
Beyond our logic, we're both given that God is completely in control. The reason that we are believers is because God has called us.
Right.
He's not called us instead of other people. He's called us for the sake of other people.
Okay.
But equally, everybody has free will. Everybody does have the freedom to make that choice.
Right.
So how you put the two together philosophically, I
Yeah.
just don't know.
So is it like always that we choose
Dad?
which vessel we...
Yes.
Can you tell us, please?
Yes, Dad, you're here.
We need your theology here.
So, but is it always that the vessels are always things we can choose to occupy in a way? Because it always feels like a vessel is something you go into, like it's a liquid or something. No chance.
Well, we're a vessel.
But I think
Yeah.
the emphasis here is on the fact that on the mercy of God, that God has chosen people who were not going to receive mercy, and God has poured out His love and mercy on them.
Right.
And the people who He had initially sort of offered His grace and mercy, and who then stumbled over Jesus, the foundation stone.
Right.
So this is the warning to them, that yes, only a remnant will be saved.
And then we eventually again we have this idea of faith and the law at the end, don't we?
Yes.
This kind of this idea of something that the Gentiles who do not strive for it to retain it. Is that through faith?
Righteous.
And
Alison
then
spoke on that.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have the law. They didn't have the law of the Gentiles, did they? They weren't people of that. But yeah, and they were.
And then the Israelites
They
are striving.
But they believed.
But they believed.
That was when they put their trust in
Yeah.
the embodiment, the person who embodied the law, and Jesus.
And they talk how the law actually can sometimes be a stumbling point. I think it's because they did not strive for it on the basis of faith, but on the basis of works.
Great reminder that who God rescues is often surprising. Exactly.
Yeah. And it's not about
That
being
is actually
religious,
really-
trying to find a way to be, to have God bless you. It can come at any time.
Yes.
God comes to us, not us to Him.
Indeed.
Lovely. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Great. Thank you.
Actually, I say thank you to you, but you are the person who is going to have to
Keep on going.
Yeah.
We have done a couple of rehearsals, haven't we? Without.
You've done lots of things.
We-
Lots of
We
we-
did a few.
We did a couple.
too.
No, I've done with Anastasia.
Anastasia.
So yeah, there is a precedent.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll be watching.
Couldn't be in better hands, Mike. I've
there you go.
always questioned your judgment, Dan.
exactly.
We'll be watching and putting stars up. We'll be doing our,
Exactly.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly.
and have a great trip as well.
Great. Thank you very much.
Bless you.
Adventure.
Lovely
Okay.
to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Please have you down with us. That's
Yeah.
rather special.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Excellent. Right.